if a woman is looking for a Prince Charming, a man, how does he view that? Good morning, everyone. Just dropped some money off at my daughter's school for her field trip. And now I'm going to spend my drive-in with you. Reasonable dosers. I've got my Invisalign in, and it usually I do, but some days if you have Invisalign, you know, they can get kind of not sticky, but just can get in the way sometimes. Good morning. Today I want to talk to you guys about the fact that women are looking for Prince Charming or Mr. Right, and I think that is I think that's a good thing. I think all women should be looking for the right guy, Mr. Right, Prince Charming. But I guess that is sort of out there. I won't say crammed down anyone's throat or anything like that. I'm just saying that's out there. That's a moniker that we all know and that we've heard of. But I just want to talk about the other side of the coin. Because if a woman is looking for a Prince Charming, a man, how does he view that? How does a boy view being Prince Charming? And I can tell you from my experience, I never thought about it until like last week, and I'm 33 years old now, and I just thought about how, as a man, you're gonna try to think of like, okay, what is Prince Charming? Who is Prince Charming? Aside from the Disney stuff of like, you know, Cinderella and, you know, he's a prince in a castle and he's quite literally a prince and he's very charming. He is Prince Charming. He's got it all, and she being the princess in the Disney stories, can fold into his life of royalty or abundance. I don't really know. But just for the everyday guy, the guy that's a plumber, the guy that has kids, the guy that has a 9-to-5, the guy that punches the clock, you know, whatever, he knows, we know, that there is a Prince Charming that women are looking for. And are we that Prince Charming? What do we have to do to become that Prince Charming? How are our bodies physically? Do we lift weights? Does Prince Charming lift weights? Okay, if he does, then I should. Does Prince Charming have a lot of money? If he does, then I should strive for that. Does Prince Charming, is he popular and charming and charismatic? If he is, then I should probably shoot for that. And it's just, if you think about that for a moment, I'll make another video about the pressures that I personally feel that women face. But I do want to get your perspectives on what type of toll in this video that you think being Prince Charming or living up to being Prince Charming for a boy, a young man, a teenager, and then ultimately a man, how does that sort of affect him? And when he knows, like, can I live up to this? Am I good enough? And I just know for me, I was always sort of questioning my, I was always trying to set myself up to be that Prince Charming, because everywhere I looked, every time I checked out at the supermarket with my mother, and I'm looking for my Skittles and everything right at the checkout counter, and I look over and I see the magazines there, and I'm like, you know, how to find Mr. Right, and is your man Prince Charming? Take this test, all this stuff, and I'm just like, wow, like women are really, really looking for Prince Charming. So whatever that is, I really have to be that. And it's unfortunate because, you know, we also hear the true love thing from the male side, and it's a very difficult thing to live up to when I am setting my whole life up on being a great provider or whatever comes from whatever Prince Charming looks like. And usually that's a life that most guys do not have. You are not born as the heir of something, and you actually have a bunch of money, and women are like basically beating the door down to get to you. That's usually not the case. It's usually something much different. You usually come from a family that is lower or middle class, and you're going to grow up to be lower or middle class. You'll try to climb your way out of that just a little bit, but at some point along the way, you're going to meet a girl and you're going to fall in love, quote unquote, and you're going to want to start a family. And the whole time you're trying to be this Prince Charming. So it's just a lot of pressure on a young man. And so I guess for those ladies that have those single moms out there, or moms period, be careful of that, because what us guys can kind of slip into is really that grind of being the best provider we possibly can be, and trying to create what we think Prince Charming should be. And right now, what I'm afraid of is a lot of young men, boys, realizing that they cannot live up to this fictional character that a lot of women are looking for, so they may start opting out. As far as the regular guy goes, how much time is he really spending on, his own hopes and his own dreams and his own desires? Getting to know his children, and how much time is he spending cultivating a really, really loving relationship with his wife? How does living up to or creating a Prince Charming out of who you are as a man, what does that really look like? So let me know in the comments below how you feel being Prince Charming on that side of the coin for the man, for the boy. How have you been affected by that if you're a guy? If you're a girl, how have you been affected by these guys trying to be the knights in shining armor? How do you feel about that? But let me know in the comment section below. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.